Hi, welcome to the channel. Today's video is titled Andrew Wilson calls out wife who secretly hates her husband. We're going to check this video together and I love your thoughts and your contribution in the comments below. Let's dive right in.
Let's say he loves being a firefighter, but the wife comes to him and is like, look, I need you to come home at the end of the day. I want you to switch occupations, even if you love being a firefighter. This happens all the time. And men will usually go, okay, they'll accommodate a switch in occupations, even for something they love to accommodate their women. I just don't ever see that vice versa.
Okay.
It just, honey,
It's fine.
yeah.
Like I said, in the
you're
beginning of the
I don't
podcast, everybody has their own opinions.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know the history, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
And I
at
respect
least
that,
from
and
what
I
I've
totally
heard.
respect your opinion, but like I know what I've sacrificed and what I've given and what I've put in over and over and over and over again. And this was just, and maybe I'm 44 years old now. My kids are grown, right? Most of them are out of the house, right? And so this was point of my time where I'm making this decision. This is what I'm doing, right? And like I said, I love my husband, and if he wants to stay with me, he can. But if he doesn't want to stay with me, I'm okay with that.
You're okay if your husband didn't want to stay with you?
I'm not here to control anybody, right? And if that's something that somebody doesn't want to choose to be in my life, right? I'm not here to control anybody's life anymore. You know, maybe when I was, and don't take offense of this, ladies in their 20s, but in my 20s, I'm at a point where my life, right? I'm not begging anybody to stay, and I'm not begging anybody to accept my decisions, that the things that I'm doing. Like, if you don't want to get on board and you don't like it, that's okay. I'm okay with that, right?
Actually, I am actually having some difficulty wrapping my head around this. I mean, I haven't been married quite as long as you, but I've been married for an awful long time. And if I said to my wife, I just don't really care if you stay or you go. Like, I don't think that she would see that as my husband loves me very much type of thing.
Well, she
To
knows-
be perfectly honest with you, I don't think that she would see it that way.
Yeah, I'm just not.
People see things differently.
Yeah, we live completely different lives, right? And completely different lives.
Let me say this because now you are saying this and you're saying live different life or differently. Because bone talk, what do you they talk for social media in English? What you're saying on social media on camera is not the same as reality, yo. Because if you were the husband that were saying this, that I don't really care. My wife wants to go, let her go. You're not gonna hurt your feelings. Let's be true to ourselves. It will hurt your feelings. It will hurt your feelings. I just think that in relationship and marriage, lots of people are just so self-centered and not ready to put in the work and not ready to compromise for the sake of the relationship. We've got lots of people who are in a relationship or in a marriage just because of the sake of let's just do it to fulfill societal norm or standard. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to make some sacrifices or compromise on some things. When I talk about compromise, we're talking about interest, right? We're not talking about what undermines your value for the relationship. It's either like, okay, what are the many things? And those things are really not that big of a deal. Say, I don't really care if it stays with me or if it goes. Wait, making talk and first now. English. Wait till he says it himself. Then social media too will be like, why would your husband say that? Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Sometimes there are some things you have to apply logic. Even logic too will tell you that you cannot just go outside and say that thing. Mm. Truthfully, truth be told, you cannot just say
Different lifestyles.
Exactly, and you can't. I can't expect someone to understand things like that, and then I can't understand a lot of things that other people are going. So it's like it's just sometimes when you're not in that predicament in your life, like you can't really understand what is actually going on. But everybody has the right to their own opinions. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I understand we all have a right to an opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to understand the view, right? So I'm actually trying to understand it from your perspective, not just from mine.
Yeah.
If
So
you
the way
said,
that I'm going to do that is I'm going to obviously relate it to my own experiences,
Yes.
like you are, so I can try to understand where it is that you're coming from.
But
But
you're not single.
if somebody came to you, a friend of yours came to you who was a man and said, you know, I don't really give a shit if my wife leaves or she stays, would you think in your head, well, this is a man who adores his wife?
Well, if they've had experiences in life, like 20 years of being together.
Well, you don't know all the past. You don't know everything. You
Yeah.
don't know all of
I
the...
just-
I wouldn't
What
know
would you-
because
what would
it's
your
not that I
initial
don't
reaction
love
to
my
that be?
husband. I love my husband. I really, really do. But I love what
Yes,
I do.
but
I
no.
genuinely love what I do. And maybe it
Yes,
is my
but
kids
no.
are growing. I've raised my kids. My kids are out of the house. They're doing their own thing. I have grandkids that are out there in the world, right? And this is where I'm like, okay, what am I going to do next, right? And I love what I do, right? And I'm just...
Which
because
you-
somebody doesn't want me to do that, I should make the decision that I'm not going to pursue the thing that I'm doing because I love it and I enjoy it because somebody said that I should.
You remember in the Bible, there's a part in the Bible that said, "You can't serve two masters at a time." Huh? You cannot serve two masters at a time. One Bible talker. So you have to pick and choose. And obviously, she's outrightly said here or chosen that she would, and given any day or time, she would pick this OF over husband you. But again, I have question for the husband. But let us continue.
Right? And I'm just,
Which
because
you-
somebody doesn't want me to do that, I should make the decision that I'm not going to pursue the thing that I'm doing because I love it and I enjoy it because somebody said that I shouldn't do it.
Can I get a point of clarity?
Yeah.
You said you opened your relationship, and you did say that you do
Open
have relations
relationship.
with other men, just you two. Does he have other relations with other women, just himself?
No, he chooses not to. He knows that he has.
Okay.
He knows that he has. Like if he came and said, "Honey, I'm going to go meet with this girl," like all that kind of stuff, I would be okay with that. It would be hypocritical of me
No, I get
not to
that.
be okay with that. You know, so I'm not going to.
We never have, okay. English. We've not gotten to this other part. And I've already been asking a question. Like, I have a question for the husband. I really do. I really do. I have a question for him. Do you also have a question for him? Let us know. What? Open relationship. Open relationship. Like open relationship. That's not marriage, you. You are in an open marriage. It's not marriage. Not. I'm not old school, but I know that if you open your door, okay, if you have a house and you open your house, or you let's say you live in an apartment and there is no door to the house or no entrance or entryway, or your entryway is open, how are you safe? How are you secured? How are you safe? Is that your safety net? Okay.
Be okay with that, you know. So I'm not gonna be like, oh no, you can't do that, you know. No, I'm gonna be like, have fun, be safe.
Did you guys talk about this before you got married?
Oh no, honey, we met. I was 19 years old. I met in January 14th of 2000, and we were married August 10th of 2000. So there was no conversation there.
You guys,
No
you guys expected
wonder.
it to just be you two.
Oh no, we got married because I was pregnant.
Yeah, that's the only reason it was, it was because my older brother, he's a year, 1 month and 10 days older than me. We're like technically Irish twins. She got pregnant with him. She didn't even know him for that long. So it was kind of like they were just making things happen. Like, and then they ended up, wanting to raise us and stuff like that. Like, they didn't really even know each other for that long to begin with, to have conversations like that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not even about everything happening so fast because, again, we've said it before. Lots of people get married because of sex. Bam. Because you marry somebody and you cannot have a conversation with the person. You'd see your spouse as a what? A beast. Somebody you cannot talk to. The only thing the two of you do is sex. The only time people will talk is when you're having sex. How is that one marriage? You met January 9, January 10, January 19. You're married. How wanna take the one? Sorry, in English. How do you people used to do it? Or how do you people do it? Because you will talk before you enter bedroom. And you will talk and know if this person aligns with yourself, with you. Even if you have 100 checkbox, I'm talking about both parties, right? The person would tick at least no do. 70 is fair, even 50 is fair, right? But you say the two of you met. Again, that's what we see lots of people, sexual relationship, where people are not calling it situationship. It is not, so forget that nonsense not call that they call it situationship. It is sex people are having. Sexual relationship. Yeah, that's what it is. Again, I have a question for the husband. Sir, are you okay? Are you okay? You okay, sir? People will not talk about anything. Then all of a sudden you open your marriage. That's not marriage, you. That's not. That's not. Open marriage is not marriage. One person would finally leave the other. And we know because obviously she is the one allowed to have sex with so many people. Him is where? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Has already checked out, sir. Do you need me to tell you again? Just check it out. Sir? Hello? Hello, sir. But wait. She said she's 44. Okay. The mathematics match.
Yeah.
Because everything happened so quickly.
Yeah. We're literally, I was 3 months pregnant.
He has been there. He's a great dad.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, what I mean by that is, like, he has no right to tell my mom basically what she can or cannot do just because of the fact that my mom has done everything that she can do. And it would have been just selfish from all the other things that's happened in the past, from other things that we could have been doing right now instead of this.
Yeah. Is your dad supportive of your OF?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then
I
don't
think
he's a
he's-
great dad.
Yeah, well,
I don't think he's a great dad anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
like,
I think
would
that
be my view on it.
I think he's seen like how hard we work, how much fun we actually have, how we impact people, and we don't just impact people on a sexual level. We also do social media,
And I'm also-
safer work, and we do a lot of positivity out there. So it's not just 80% of my content is safe for work, 20% of my content is not safe for work.
And he knows that I'm not doing this to do this forever. He knows that I'm doing this because I'm trying to be able to do the money, to be able to start my, my business, to go to school, to be able to have bigger things. Like, this isn't the long term. Like, I'm not expecting to do this for the rest of my life. I'm expecting for this to be able to make something of other things so that I can actually focus on those things instead of having to work a 9 to 5, not making anything, struggling to survive, trying to then go to school and make something of my life and for my children.
There are millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions and actually billions of young women who go to school and work their way through without ever selling a single nude, without ever sucking a single dick, without ever doing any of that. There's literally over a billion,
Yeah, but
right?
those-
Who are alive?
I
We're
agree.
alive. Who are alive right now, at least in that age bracket, probably around a billion. And it's like,
But a lot of those people.
how is it that this idea of like, I need money? It's like, well, everybody needs money. Everybody needs money. But me as a father, I think, like, I can't control my adult children. I can't do anything about the choices that they make ultimately, except to weigh in. That's true. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands except to put whatever pressure I can, which is very little in modernity, right? I can't go kick in the door and drag them out, whatever stupid thing they're doing, even though sometimes I would probably prefer to. But I would never support those endeavors. I'd never be like, I am here to support what it is that you're doing, especially when it came to something like that. You know, that doesn't sound to me like
If
how
you're
a typical father would think.
Again, what I hear from this conversation is, oh, I need money. Other girls are doing it, or other girls are o- you doing getting wealthy through OnlyFans. So that's the only thing I have to do to make money or to get money or to put myself through school and stuff because others are doing it. Let me just get quick cash and I'm gonna quit somewhere down the road. Hello, your nude is somewhere. Oh. Your nude is somewhere. What happens to it? Get a job. It's not even about that. Because you're giving excuses as to why people should see reasons as to why you're selling your nude online. Because guess what? It's empowering. No? It's very, very empowering. Very empowering. You have a papa, and your father said yes. Who am I? Your papa said yes. It's okay with it. Who am I? I'm just here. Mm. Should be told. Excuse. Get a job. There are people who got a job, who trained themselves through school, who went to school through job. It's not, it may not be fulfilling as at that time, but somewhere down the road, it's a survival job, right? Because you know where you're aiming at. You don't have to do all of these things. But as for the other one, open marriage, let me just tell you the truth. Open marriage is not marriage. Oh. If you have a house, you build house, and all your doors, including your windows, are open. Is that a house? It's not a house, yeah. It's not a house. Because if the window is open, anything can come in. If the door is open, anything can come in. It's not a house. Don't call that one house. And you will not build a house or live in a house that the door is open or the window is open. So why do you think leaving your marriage open is marriage? Anyway, she has already said that if the husband wants to leave her, he can leave. That one has already checked out. Use your tongue to count your teeth. Not be me go tell you what you go do. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.